they closed that up and have got it all fixed up, and the building we used when we were up there with my little stepmom, she was in
like barely touch it.
Ready? Good evening. I'd like to welcome you to the Satsuma City Council for our regular meeting of February the 24th, 2026. Thank all of you for coming. Momentarily, we're going to ask that you stand for our invocation. It will be followed by the pledge. If you have a phone, please turn it to silent or else off so it won't disrupt the meeting. If you have a hat on, we will ask that you remove the hat for the invocation and the pledge. We always rotate it. Tonight is Councilman Little's turn. Randy, if you don't mind, if you would, you lead us in a word of prayer with the invocation.
Everybody stand, please. Father, we thank you for the day, beautiful day you've given us. We just pray for this evening, Lord, us up here, the ones that's come out, Lord. We see a bunch of people in the parks tonight. We just pray for them, Lord. We just pray for our city. Watch over us, Lord. Help us to make good decisions here tonight. Just pray for the ones that are sick and maybe lost loved ones, Father. Be with our first responders also, Father. We just ask these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Little. Moving on to a roll call. Jessica, would you give us a roll call, please?
Councilmember Little,
Present.
Councilmember O'Rear.
Here.
Councilmember Skelton.
Present.
Councilmember Presnell.
Here.
Councilmember Taylor.
Here.
Mayor Barlow.
Here. Please let the record reflect that all of the elected officials are here tonight, along with yourself, the city clerk, the city attorney, and various department heads. Moving to number 4, approval of our agenda. We have a pretty simple agenda tonight, so hopefully the meeting will go fast. We do have one add-on, if it's okay with the council, at the request of the attorney. He requested that we set aside approximately 10 to 15 minutes for an executive session regarding a legal matter that has come forward since we made the agenda and sent it out last week. So if y'all would entertain that request, I would recommend that we do give him a couple of minutes to discuss that, but it shouldn't take very long. So with that one addition that we will add on at the after number 10, prior to adjournment, I would entertain a motion to.
Make the motion to approve the agenda.
Motion been made by Mr. Little, seconded by Mr. Skelton, to approve our agenda with the one addition. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Okay. Those opposed, let it show it passed unanimous. Number 5, approval of the minutes. The first is from the regular meeting, which was held here at City Hall, February the 3rd, 2026. Should have been in your email that you received on Friday.
Make the motion, we approve the minutes from the February 3rd regular meeting.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Little, seconded by Mr. Taylor to approve the minutes from the past regular meeting. Is there any discussion? If there's no discussion, all those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, let it show it passed unanimous. Second thing under number 5, approval of the minutes for a workshop meeting, which also was held here at City Hall on February the 12th, 2026.
Make a motion to approve the minutes of the workshop meeting, February 12th, 2026.
Second.
On a motion made by Mr. Taylor, seconded by Ms. Presnell, pass the minutes from the workshop as distributed. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Those opposed. Moving on to number 6, recognitions. Jessica, I don't think we have anything that needs to be brought before the council on the recognitions tonight, so number 6 is now taken care of. We will move to number 7, which is visitors, and the first person that we have on the agenda tonight, I don't see, is Ms. Spotswood. Have you heard from Ms. Spotswood by any chance? Unusual for one of those ladies from the women's club not to be on the agenda. Tell you what, we're gonna move on. We may come back to that, but, from what I think the paperwork filled out was for a request for Steel Creek Lodge, and that's gonna be for the boys' graduation luncheon that they have every year. They have the boys there and the girls, so if we don't pass it tonight, we can come back to it next week, but that's what it's going to be in reference to. We'll move to B, the second person who was on the agenda. When we do call your name, we ask that you step forward, just say your name for the record so we can keep that, and keep it, kind of brief unless there's questions from the council. But come on up, Josh Andrews, Satsuma High School wrestling team. Please.
Thank y'all for having me.
Sure.
I'm Josh Andrews. So, had a great season, had a great couple of seasons, and I'd just like to have a venue to kind of celebrate these guys and these gals that had a really, really excellent season. David finished top 4 in the state, and Matthew top 12, and then we went 15-6. So just recognize all their accomplishments this season, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, it looks like that wrestling team has really come a long way in the last couple of years. Y'all are doing good.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Y'all have anything, gentlemen? Mr. President?
I'm good.
Okay, I think he's requesting to use the community center on, you got the date?
Yes, sir, March the 24th.
And we have verified that March 24th it is vacant. What day would that be on
I
a,
believe it's Thursday.
okay, Thursday night? And I think he's requesting that we waive any fees associated for the,
It's a
Team.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it was one of the T's right there.
okay. Okay, can I get a motion that we, if there's no problem, to waive the fees for the,
I make a motion that we grant the request from the wrestling team for the community center on March the 24th.
Second.
on a motion made by Mr. President, seconded by Mr. Taylor, we will grant use of the community center on Tuesday, March 24th. Congratulations, good luck on it. If you would, please contact us a day or two before to let us know how you would like it set up so we can help
Yes, sir.
do
Yes,
that
sir.
and get it
Thank y'all
taken
again.
care of.
Thank you.
Okay?
Sir, thank y'all.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Those are the only two people that was on the agenda to speak before the council tonight. Is there anyone else that would come before? Yes, ma'am. Come on up if you would. Just the same thing we were asking earlier. Just come up, state your name, and
Hey, I'm Kathy Gifford, and I'm here to represent the Satsuma Community
Yes, ma'am.
Garden Park. I have 5 minutes, right? Or 3? All right, so I'm Kathy Gifford. I live at 406 Powers Road, Satsuma, Alabama. I'm representing the Satsuma Community Garden Park along with volunteers and supporters who are here this evening. My thanks to the Mayor, Mark Barlow, and also to the other esteemed council members, and also the neighboring communities that are involved with us. And Ms. Presnell, thank you very much for being part of the garden community. We appreciate it. Join our garden. So communities such as Saraland and other communities around are asking to join our garden. However, we've kept it strictly Satsuma. But they're either gonna join our garden or they're reaching out and building their own garden, and it started now already on Facebook. So established one of their own, and I have distributed copies and photos and published in the newspaper when it was Earth Day, and in 2023, Satsuma Community Garden Park dedication and others tree planting to honor each council member that are out front. Doing okay, but not great. So let me start by saying, I quote, "Food insecurities in America escalated in 2025 with the rates climbing to 14.2%. Roughly 47.9 million people live in the food insecure household. Last year, Purdue University College of Agriculture quoted, Many individuals and businesses in our community and surrounding areas and educational institutions have contributed their vision and resources and time and money and success for the Satsuma Community Garden Park from its beginning. I believe disbanding the Satsuma Community Garden Park would be irresponsible and the optics questionable. With this wide array support and success, with no City of Satsuma money used, numerous donations in support of the Satsuma Community Garden Park have been received, including among Alabama Power, which we were blessed with a grant, thank them, Rouse's, Tractor Supply, Auburn University Extension Program gardening classes were donated. We had a sprinkler system donated to the garden, Smith's Hardware, Smith's Electric. Reed Tree Service provided us with dump and mulch, dirt and mulch. Community neighbors plowed. Individual supporters donated Satsuma Community Garden Park sign, along with flowering trees, fruit trees, fertilizer, supplies, rich soil. There were also individuals who contributed birdhouses, picnic tables, water hoses, and wheelbarrows. That's just to name a few. The Satsuma Community Garden Park also worked occasionally with Meals on Wheels. If they had a special request from one of their homebound elders or disabled individuals, that garden would grow it and supply it to them upon them just coming to pick it. Did I mention that we have over 677 followers on Facebook without any advertising or budget? Recently, I have several individuals with strong interests. Community Garden writes in support of other efforts. Allow me to read from such a letter. Quote, "There are a lot of grants that are available for this space. Keep it as a garden, but also incorporate the playground area and walking paths and open the doors to even more opportunities for funding. I've enjoyed seeing the project grow over the years, and it is obviously believed to be worthy project, not just because the heart and soul put into it, but the community, but by the funding and donations received from personal and commercial entities." End quote. I know for a fact that this individual was intending to donate many donations to the butterfly garden. Another supporter recently posted on Satsuma Community Garden page, Facebook page, quote, "I'm looking forward to planting and in turn feeding the community with fresh grown food in the garden." So, end quote. Let me look at the possible vision for the future of Satsuma Community Garden Park under directions of the Satsuma Mayor, the City Council, and the City Council members. Over Parks and Recreations, Ms. Shirley Purnell. Have Parks and Recreation Department allocated, we'd like for them to allow us to have the garden that we already have built to include its current location. This was a forgotten lot before in turn the City of Satsuma allowed us to do Community Garden Park, made it a viable project. Some of our older residents have found joy, renewed purposes, and connections with old and young alike through the garden. Even in the past week, I've had several dozen individuals wanting to begin planting and seeding this year in the crop, and the space is unique to our community while 3 playgrounds already exist. Further need, uses, and growth might be accompanied through increased publicity, Facebook page support, funding and supplies, newspaper advertising, classes for the children in the gardening, individual plots for classroom projects, continuous of the Auburn Community Extension Program support, establish a Satsuma Community Garden Club, and a Neighbors Helping Neighbors Club. The remaining acres of this city property at that location could be used for recreational park, walkways, or paths passing by the garden, a total park concept of a garden, a playground, walkways throughout would bring in families and take advantage of not only the recreational, but also the horticultural community and education. In conclusion, I thank you for your attention today, and and our volunteers' efforts to keep the Satsuma Community Garden Park growing and can contribute coming in. It appears outreach to the board before decisions are made has become extremely important. You may not have been aware until today how much our community involvement has been in place of these past few years.
Okay.
Any questions? We're good.
No, ma'am.
I don't think so.
Thank you, Ms. Gifford. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Hey, come up. I know you was wanting to comment also. So, no. Yes, ma'am. Come on up. Sure. So,
Well, I wasn't gonna comment on that, but I'll just
Okay.
throw it in.
well, I know you live there by the park, so you're welcome to.
You already
comment.
know I'm for it.
Yes, ma'am.
What I'm wanting to discuss is, I'm a little concerned about what services that we provide here at Satsuma for senior citizens. I brought up your webpage, and the only thing I basically see is Meal on Wheels and, the transportation thing. And I have become aware that other cities are providing different services for their seniors that we do not get here. And I didn't know if you were not aware of them. Now, I know that I did call City Hall last week and talked to Trish, and she was not aware of the free tax service that is provided through United Way, and it's for seniors that are over 65 years old. And I'm not sure how I guess you would contact United Way and get that set up to have someone come somewhere here and set their table up. I went down to Chickasaw today to get mine done, and they have it in their storm shelter building. They had 2 people there, a man and a woman, and you just walk in and they do your taxes for free. And it's a service for senior citizens, and I would like to see that here also. I have to go to Chickasaw to get services when I live here in a great city of Satsuma. So that's something I would like for y'all to consider. I don't know if you have a list of the different agencies that provide free services, but that one was under United Way. Another one is Goodwill. If anyone should call needing help with medical supplies, Goodwill provides free wheelchairs, crutches, potty seats, any kind of personal thing that you would need if you were homebound. And that is a service that we could have a list of services that someone calls and say, well, where can I get this? Then you have a list to give them so that they can contact these places. They may not know, but we should be the place they turn to ask, where do I go to get this? The VOA, they will build ramps for people who need a wheelchair ramp, and they'll put up doors that if a senior citizen's door's gotten out of whack or comes down for a reason, they will come out and put the door up, and all this is free. There is an agency called Access Alabama, and it has numerous other agencies listed underneath it, which covers they can give advice about where seniors can get prescriptions cheaper and free, where they can get advice on long-term care when that time comes in their life and they don't know what to do. They need someone to talk to. They have classes that teach about balance for older people when we start losing our balance. I'm there. They have information about home health care that they can give you a list of places to call to where you can get free or cheap home health care. And they also provide, they have a person that will give legal advice to senior citizens who are going through difficult times about what to do about that age of their life. There's a dental service down in Chickasaw that provides free dental services for seniors. I don't know if there's a financial requirement that you have to meet, but I do know that they have a dental service down there, if that's something that we might could check into for our area. And those are just some of the ones that I had written down. I'm just concerned that I have to go to another city to get services I feel like we ought to have here as citizens of Satsuma. And I feel like we have a wonderful town. We just need to add some more services for our seniors, and we have a lot. We got that complex over there with seniors that could use some of these services also. So those are the things I wanted to bring to your attention, and I told you I called Trish last week. She knew nothing about it. She said she would check into it, but she's not here, is she?
No, ma'am, she's
So there's no way I can ask if she found out. But I just feel like it's something that we should have here, more services than just meals and
Okay.
transportation.
I don't think you stated your name and address for the
I'm
record.
sorry, Diane Napper, and I live
Right.
on Vaughn Drive in
Right.
Satsuma.
Right, I knew who he was, but just for the record. I guess we need to do a better job of getting out what we do. We do run the Meals on Wheels every day, and we also run the vans transporting people to the doctor or to the pharmacy. And we have a couple days a week in the senior building there that we have programs. But I agree, there's probably
didn't
more
see
that we
that
can
online.
do.
Other
But,
things. Is our senior citizens building, are they still doing stuff over there? Or have they
We
closed
still-
that
yes,
down?
ma'am. Yeah. They stopped it during COVID. It kind of took a little bit of a break, but no, ma'am, it's back, and we usually have, I think, around 10 or
Tuesdays and
12
Thursdays.
people every
If
week,
there
so.
would be some way we could get this information out to our citizens.
We tried partnering with the library a couple times to have some of the programs that you're talking about. I don't know if we've had anything recently or not, but I guess that's something we could partner with or speak with them about. There's a meeting with the library, actually, I think, week after next, to discuss their upcoming programs.
Okay.
Our Lions Club also, pitches in and builds some ramps and,
Yeah.
anything of need in that area as far as,
I think the citizens just are not aware of what all is available to them. If there's some way we could get the information out to them, they could call here and you'd have the list to tell them who to call for certain issues that they're experiencing.
But we would love to have a full-time person devoted to nothing but senior programs to
That would
look
be
over
fine.
that, but
Because we're getting a lot of us here in Satsuma.
yes, ma'am, you're right.
I thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Diane, thank you for coming up. Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Are we allowed to ask questions or comment?
No,
on
ma'am.
any of this?
No, ma'am, you're not really from the floor. We're in a meeting when you're recognized from the chair. But we move on. Okay, is there anyone else? Okay, yes, ma'am. Please, just once again, state your name and.
Christy Turner,
Yes, ma'am.
Barcelona Drive. I'm not gonna take a whole lot of time, and I'm not here to beg for the garden. I think a playground is great. I would love a playground there. I wish my children would still be young enough to enjoy it by the time it gets finished. Basically, what I wanna address is, if we do get rid of the garden, my concern is what is going to happen with everything that's there. A lot of that stuff is worth a lot of money. I know some of it went in the dump, some of it needed to go in the dump. But a lot of us put a lot of time into that garden. And I would just like, especially like the raised beds, is it possible those of us who put so much time into the garden could get that stuff instead of it just either going to the dump or going to, I don't know, any person who just comes along and gets it? That's my concern. There's a lot of valuable stuff still there. There's good roses, beautiful roses that are still there. There's fruit trees and things that are still there that if they're just gonna be pulled up and dug up, I'd appreciate if some of us that spend a lot of time there could get the opportunity to get those items. But especially those raised beds, those are cedar raised beds. I'd hate to see them just thrown in the dump or it's not fair to just give it away to somebody who didn't put their time and their heart into that garden, because some of us did. It didn't come to fruition like we wanted to, but we put our heart into that garden. So I'm just asking the stuff not get thrown away. That's all, that some of us get the opportunity to get it. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments, Ms. Turner. Okay. All right, if there's no one else before, we will go.
Got one more, Mayor.
Oh, I'm sorry, didn't see you. Please, come on up. I didn't see you.
Paige Nixon, 454 Charles B. Street.
Ma'am, Ms. Mix.
First off, before I forget, Goodwill also does free tax services, not only for senior citizens, but also low income. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm in regard to the Satsuma Garden Community thing. First, I want to applaud Ms. Gifford and all the ladies who worked so hard. Not many people take the initiative like she did to do something and make a change, and I applaud that. My problem is that there was no follow-through. It just kind of became an eyesore. If you look at pictures, I think we provided pictures for you how it is right now, and that is after this community has cleaned it up. And while everybody had good intentions, I think they planted, they got excited, and then it got hot, and it just kind of fell through. What she was talking about, giving food to the needy, there was food just abandoned there. There was watermelon, there was beans. It was just, there was steaks, there was things in there. I walk my dogs there every single day. Every day I'm there, I see it. Like I said, it was good intentions. I really wish it had worked. I think it's a fabulous idea, but it didn't. It wasn't maintained. I hate it, but it's just not being kept up. It looks like an eyesore. There's just debris everywhere there right now. And the part that was cleaned up was by, I believe, the city, where everything was mowed over. And that's all I have to say.
Thank you, Paige. Yes, ma'am, before we go into regular order, real quickly. Ms. Bates. Yes, ma'am, if you can, real quickly.
I live right across the street,
Yes, ma'am.
and it is not an eyesore, it is not a mess, it's neat and clean, and y'all can drive by and look at it. It looks very
Okay.
nice.
Okay.
Okay, we have a lady over here on this side.
I can speak one more. The fact is that we don't plant in the fall. We
Okay.
only plant in the, we
Yes,
don't
ma'am.
plant in the winter, we plant in the fall. But
Okay.
more
All right.
importantly, the thing that she was talking about is that the
Right.
dump came and picked up all of
Right.
our stuff and threw it in the dump
Okay.
without asking us.
Okay. Okay.
No, I'm
Okay.
talking about the garden.
Okay. Yes, ma'am, Ms. Pope, you want to speak, Ms. Pope?
We have one more back over here, Mayor, that would like to speak.
Come on. Yes, ma'am. That's what I say, Ms. Pope. Ms. Pope, come on up, if you would, please. State your name and address.
My name is Judy Pope, and I am opposed to the garden because it's not kept up. The land was left for a city park for kids. That's how the land was left for. And I feel like there's a lot of kids in the neighborhood that can benefit. There are kids that go up there. You start mixing garden and kids, you got a problem. You got all these bees that can come in. You never know what kids are allergic to. So it should be going back to kids, not a park, not a garden. And a garden in the middle of a subdivision, I think is wrong.
Thank you for your comment, Ms. Pope. Okay. All right. We will go into our regular order of business now at number 8, reports and announcements from the mayor and council. I will start, and we can go over a few things. If y'all have any questions, I will gladly stop and explain or try to provide you any information. First thing I would like to,
Or about everything in general, or just about what you're on in the Times?
no, ma'am, we're going to our regular order of business, things that we have on the agenda tonight. We're not,
We don't get, I'm sorry, I don't know
Yes,
how
ma'am.
this works.
Yes, ma'am,
We
but-
don't get to ask questions about,
well, no, ma'am, once we go into regular order of business, that's for the council here to talk, not from the floor any longer. Okay? So,
my speech was just general and not about individuals. If I'd have known it was gonna go that way, I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have had a speech, I would have in turn said the same things they said, but also add to it.
ma'am, we're going to discuss, I think, that matter a little further in our agenda tonight, but there's no real action going to be taken. So that will kind of limit the comments from the floor now, okay? Unfortunately, we've had some of our longtime residents, Ms. Janice Watley, Mrs. Ellers, and also Mr. Grice, all long-term residents have passed away since our last meeting, so if y'all see any of the family, you may want to express our condolences there. The tree that I asked y'all about regarding which I forwarded a request from Public Works, an emergency request. We had Reed Tree Service remove the tree between Scanlon Way and Audubon over there that was through the right-of-way. If y'all seen it in there, it was definitely something else to take down, as big as that tree was in between those houses. I'm glad we contracted that out. Just letting y'all know, it's time for the, we usually do the 6-month cleaning of the floors at Steel Creek Lodge. That runs us about $2,000, and that thing has been used a lot since Labor Day, since its last cleaning, so it's got a little break right now, and we're going to proceed with that. So if y'all want to go down and look at it before or after, you're welcome to do that. Don't forget your statement of economic interest is due by April the 30th. I think Jessica's loaded that onto all of your notebooks here, so just try to make sure that we get that in. Giving you an update on the Go Mesa grant. We did have a meeting at Gooder Mills and Kaywood last Friday morning that had our grant writer along with our attorney and the engineer, and we reviewed the survey, which I do have a copy of the survey in my office if you'd like to look at. We started the phase 1. Hopefully we can get that back in a couple of weeks. It looks like it may be 2 to 3 weeks before we can, though. We've got to have that for closing, and also because for the grant we must have a yellow book appraisal of the property. So Jay has been working on that. I told him we did not have anybody that we requested, just anybody that was certified as yellow book appraiser that was local that could get it and could get it back as timely. So I think he's found someone that he's recommending for that. We can give you that if you need anything further on that. Our last meeting, we had Wilkins Miller came out, presented us with the audit. I think the audit was given to each of you, formally binded up. The questions were all answered. We're supposed to have that accepted by March the 1st, so if there are no questions, I'll ask that we go ahead and make a motion to accept the audit that was presented to us at the workshop meeting on the 12th.
I'll make a motion to accept the audit as presented.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. O'Rear, seconded by Mr. Taylor to accept the audit as presented to us last week. Any discussion on it? All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We have gotten some bids back regarding what we're looking at, making a cul-de-sac or a turnaround at the end of Higgins Road, which actually was there years ago, but it's no longer functional, and the estimates that we're getting are really high. So that, along with one other matter, which I don't think y'all have a problem with, I'm going to recommend that we have a workshop with 1 or 2 items for discussion in the month of March, and I've had the schedule printed out so everybody could look at, and I'm telling you, the only 2 days I see that we don't really have meetings or travel with some of our schedules that I've seen was either Tuesday, March the 10th or Tuesday, March the 31st. And if we can, I would like for us to have a workshop where we could discuss some of these things and look at maybe the engineering or the estimates. And to do that, I would also like for us to be able to discuss the parks, because we're actually being asked a lot of questions regarding, of course, tonight is Community Park and Vons, but we're also running into questions from the kayak launch that we are hoping to get started in the not too distant future with a Go Mesa grant, and also the land purchase and what plans we may have at Wright Park. So there are 3 parks that we're looking at doing work on, and I really feel like we probably need to make some type of a long range of at least a 2 or 3 year plan where we can decide what we would like to do and what we can maybe afford to do. So I'd like to get the thoughts of the council regarding us setting a workshop, if you would.
I'll be out of town on the 10th. I'll be in Meridian.
Okay, so we got one council member that can't make the 10th. Hate to say it, we may have to schedule one where everybody can't make it. How's the rest of y'all schedules looking? I mean, I know
I'm good for any time.
Mr. Taylor, what's your schedule like in March?
I'm good, sir, either or, Mr. Mayor.
Right, next Tuesday, we have a council meeting. We can set the workshop next Tuesday. It still give us time to adequately post the meeting if we did it on the 10th or the 31st. But, so we can hold off to next Tuesday to set it, but you wouldn't be too offended if we have to go with the 10th, just knowing you wouldn't be, because that's, I really feel like we got some questions that we need to get answered, if that's okay.
That's good.
All right, we'll set that, just put it on the agenda for us to schedule it next month. And if you have any hot topics you know we really need to get in place, let's do so. Once again, a reminder, because of the meeting being moved from last Tuesday due to Mardi Gras to tonight, we do have a meeting next week. Y'all also try to keep March the 13th tentatively open on your schedule. That'll be the second Friday night of March. We've been invited to attend a baseball game at Wright Park with the boys' baseball. We have the opening day at Lions Park at 8 a.m. on Saturday. Dennis, y'all prepared for Saturday?
8 or 11?
They gave us 8 on my schedule. What time do you have for the opening?
11 o'clock.
All right, I may stand corrected, it may be 11, then let's verify that and send it out in email to let everybody know so they can. I think I've covered everything. It won't be coming up further in the meeting. But if there's any questions, please let me know. And if not, I'll move to Public Services with Mr. Little.
I'm good, Mayor.
Moving from Public Services to Administration, Mr. O'Rear.
I don't have anything tonight.
Moving to Public Safety, Jason.
I'm good.
Moving to Parks and Recreation, Ms. Presnell.
You know, we talked, I don't think, y'all hearing me? Okay. I don't seem like I'm talking loud enough. But we had talked about 3 weeks ago about getting a estimate on the redoing of the new signs, welcome signs from north and south. And the paperwork that we presented to you tonight was the, proposed budget for that, doing that. And thank you for, Mr., that guy.
Chris.
Thank you for Chris for getting that all up. And it's within the, less than what the actual $220 that we had thought about spending on it. It was a little bit less. So that's with everything that's on there. You did a good job on putting that together too. How soon could that be started? Okay, soon? Okay. So what say you, guys?
You were going to come back and making a recommendation to proceed with the work, is that?
Yes, sir.
You just may have to add a few more flowers. We just got to spend the total.
Things like, don't we have to spend the total amount? Yeah, we gotta add some more flowers to it.
Okay, we got to add more flowers. Oh, yeah, it didn't even have flowers on there.
Got plants.
It's got plants, that's the same thing. Flower, plants that bloom is flowers, so, okay. Okay, now do we make a motion to do it? Okay, I would like to make a motion that we go ahead with the plan to refurbish the north and south, welcome centers, welcome signs.
Second.
Thank you.
On a motion made by Ms. Presnall, seconded by Mr. Taylor, we will proceed with the signs at the entrance of the city on the, for the, replacing and dressing up those signs. Is there any other discussion from the council? I think this has been a couple of meetings, so if there's no other discussion, all those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, please, let it show the motion passed unanimously. Anything else, Ms. President, all you have?
I think that's all for tonight.
Move on from Ms. President to Public Works with Mr. Burt Taylor.
I'm good tonight, Mr. Mayor.
So that completes number 8, the reports and announcements from the mayor and council. We will move now to number 9, items for discussion and/or consideration.
Make a motion, sorry.
A, payment of the bills.
Make a motion to pay our bills in the amount of $83,457.52.
Second.
A motion made by Mr. O'Rear and seconded by Ms. President to pay our bills in the amount of $83,457.52. Any discussion, any questions? All those in favor signify by aye.
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 Those opposed, let's show it passed unanimous, paying the bills. Okay, B, we've already accepted the audit, so that's taken care of now. Moving to C, discussion and consideration of delegates and alternates for the annual convention. When we go to the convention, we make a voting delegate, and then we'll have a first and second standing delegate. Obviously, we need to make sure it's somebody that is going to attend the meeting. And since 3 of you are really new, I would almost suggest, if you want to do it, that you can sit in with them this time, but it's about the insurance and how they want, any changes made. So I would recommend it be somebody who's been up there before, to be honest with you. So I think everybody's said they will be there, so if there's no changes, I guess you could say me and then make it Randy as the president of the council, and then Mr. Skelton as the second in case some falls through. Is that okay with y'all?
That's fine.
If y'all want to change it next year after you go, that's be fine too. All right, well then, why don't you want to make that in form of a motion? Make those 3?
I'll make a motion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right, Randy. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll make a motion for Mayor Mark Barlow, council members Randy Little and Jason Skelton to be the voting delegates at the annual convention.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. O'Rear, seconded by Mr. Taylor, naming me, and then first alternate council president, Mr. Little, seconded Mr. Skelton. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
We can notify them. I think we have to notify them too, pretty quick. Okay, y'all know that we have been in discussion with the school regarding the contract that we have with them pertaining to SROs and other things. And we met with them, and rather than changing the contract or making any other changes with our budget this year, just to keep things the way they are, they did ask if we would be willing to help with some upgrades at Wright Park. If any of you have gone by and looked at it, y'all can see that some of that stuff has already taken place. I think working with them, I think we've got an estimated cost of being approximately $13,000. And I think that'll really, it would be good. And we all kind of agreed to that in the workshop. So if there's any further questions, by all means, please ask them. If there are no other questions and everybody's in agreement, I'd just like to get a motion to
So moved.
for us to move.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Skelton, seconded by Mr. O'Rear to proceed with the upgrades at Wright Park. All those in favor signify by
Aye.
show unanimously passed. E, discussion and consideration of accepting the resignation of Jordan Tuitt, firefighter, in good standing.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Skelton, seconded by Mr. Taylor. We will accept the resignation of firefighter Tuitt in good standing. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, let it show that it passed unanimous. 10, resolutions, ordinances, orders, and other business. Ordinance 325-2, garbage collection fees and rates. Do we want to just introduce this tonight, or lay it over until next week, or
We already.
Yeah, it was
okay, lay it over? Okay, y'all ready to?
Make a motion to approve ordinance 325-2.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Little, seconded by Mr. Taylor. Is there any discussion? This will go in effect for the April bill, because I don't think you can get it out or over the two of them this quick, can you?
I'll ask Susan, I think in here we put March 1st, but I'll get with her and see how fast we can get it done on their end.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know that sometimes us notifying them on the billing over there, it takes us a few days. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Those opposed. We have gone through the list of everything that was on the agenda tonight. We've heard the others, those wishing to speak. The only thing that we have prior to adjournment is we did, at the request of the attorney, have a approximately 10 to 15-minute executive session regarding a legal matter. With that being said, I have to have a unanimous vote and to go to suspend the rules, and I guess or go in executive session for said time for a legal matter. So, motion to do that?
I make a motion, we go to an executive session.
Motion made by Mr. President, second by Mr. Little, go into executive session. Need a roll call.
Councilmember Little?
Yes.
Councilmember O'Rear?
Yes.
Councilmember Skelton?
Yes.
Councilmember President?
Yes.
Councilmember Taylor?
Yes.
Mayor Barlow?
Yes. We will be in executive session for approximately 10 to 15 minutes. It is 7:17. If y'all would want to stay, you're welcome to stay. If you don't, thank y'all for coming. We'll be back shortly.